Everyone, I'm back again with another video for this channel. I'm back. So today we'll be talking about an important topic: child discipline. And under this child discipline, I will be talking about the negative reinforcement and the positive reinforcement given to a child. The negative effects of a negative reinforcement, the effect of a negative reinforcement, and the positive reinforcement that is given to a child. So please, before I proceed, you guys already know what it is. If you're new to this channel, please, if you look below this video, you're gonna see a subscribe button. Kindly click on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. So I'll also be sharing life events with me and with most of my friends that maybe kind of is related to this negative and positive reinforcement that I want to talk about today. Normally in life, child discipline is very, very important to each home. In each home is quite very important. So even in the classroom, negative reinforcement is being used by a teacher. Just that's the name given to it. Parents also use this without knowing it, unless the parents have come across it in the university to know that this is actually what I'm implementing to my child. But parents use this negative reinforcement or positive reinforcement at home without knowing it. So for positive reinforcement in the classroom, a child asks a question and the child answers the question correctly. The teacher maybe tells other pupils to clap for the child to make the child feel better. Not only clapping, anything that is done at that particular time that child did that particular thing to make the child feel better or feel appreciated is what we call positive reinforcement. That's what is called positive reinforcement. While the negative reinforcement is when a child did something wrong, that particular thing you do to the child to make the child realize that what I did is wrong. It might be a punishment. That particular punishment you're giving to that child to make the child know that whatever I did to receive this is actually wrong. You might scold the child. The teacher might hit the child with a cane in some cases, or the teacher might, give punishment to this child. So that's what negative reinforcement is all about. So this negative reinforcement and positive reinforcement, it's the name given to it, but parents use this at home. Yes, parents use this at home because, for example, if you're at home and you did something, maybe you arranged your mom's, you sorted clothes out for your mom, or there must be something you do one day. There must be the level of work you would do in the house that day. You see that your mommy will all be petty on you. She'll all pet you. She'll call you sweet names, like maybe you'll be wondering. So that's a form of positive reinforcement that she's giving you in order to encourage you, in order to tell you that what you did was actually good, that she loves what you did, that you should keep it up. While in the negative part of this reinforcement, at home, if you do something wrong, maybe you might not wash the dishes, or there is something that you did that your mom don't like, or maybe you broke the plate. Your mommy might come back. If she's angry with you, she might give you a negative reinforcement, or you did something wrong actually that it made her scold you, or that made her spank you, or that made her do anything that maybe normally if she's not angry with you, she's not going to do it. It's a negative reinforcement, and she's trying to give that punishment to you so that the next time you won't do it anymore, so the next time you take corrections. So that's negative reinforcement, and our parents do this without them knowing it. Yeah, they do it without them noticing that they're actually enforcing this negative reinforcement. And sometimes they might do give you this negative reinforcement, and maybe in the next minute they will call you, cuddle you close, and maybe tell you good words. I appreciate that, honestly. After maybe the negative reinforcement, it's advisable that you call the child. Even in the classroom, the teacher will maybe, okay, sit down, don't do this again, this is why I told you to do that, this is why I gave you this punishment. You have to let the child know what and why you did it, that you don't actually hate the child, that was the reason you gave him or her the punishment. So, and you see that at home also, parents tend to call you close after beating you or after giving you any sort of punishment. They call you to tell you, please, this is why I did this to you, this is why I corrected you. It's not necessarily that I don't hate you, I just did this for your own good. Most of the times they might not talk to you, they might get you gifts to tell you that maybe whatever they did to you didn't come from their heart. So they might give you gifts to console you in whatever might be the reason that they flogged you, or in whatever that they did to you, they might give you gifts, right? Yeah. So that's the negative reinforcement. And it's quite advisable for parents, maybe after, no matter the punishment you give to a child, is to call the child close. Tell the child the reason for doing that. Even if you do not get the gift, tell the child the reason. Majority of parents do this actually. They actually maybe call the child to talk to the child or get gifts for the child. So that's it. And you notice that if you don't give your child a negative reinforcement, if you parents or mothers that always pet the children, that always maybe come in the way of people that are correcting their child, always get all defensive for their child, when the child grows up to turn into a threat to the society, the child actually blames the parents for it. The child actually blames his mother or his parents for whatever mistake that he did. He'll say, maybe my mom didn't train me well, or this happened, or the other thing happened. So it's better for you to give that negative reinforcement to a child and call the child. Guys, I'll be sharing most life events that happened to me and to most of my friends that we actually later realized that our parents are trying to help us out, that they don't hate us, that they're trying to make us grow into a better person in the future. So we now realize what it did was actually right. So in my own story, I took a scissors. I was in a house, I went to the room, I took a scissors, saw the scissors, I took it, I said, is this scissors really sharp? Let me try it on my hair to know if it is sharp. Or I just said, let me try it. I thought about any place I could try the scissors out, it was on my hair. I started cutting my hair because I was growing my hair. I started cutting it from the back. I cut a part of it and I now dropped the scissors. I was scared because I knew I did something wrong that very day. So I don't know what pushed me. And my sisters, they want me not to go close to my mom actually that day. So because she's gonna notice. So I don't know why I just went. I sat beside her asking her some questions. I just went to that hair. What did you do? My dears, my mom gave me the beating of my life on that very day. She's never hit me the way she hit me that day. She just locked the door, flogged me mercilessly, all over my body, She just flogged me. Then after that day, what she did the next day was she took me to the market with her and got me a new pair of shoes. Though she did not tell me sorry for anything, she did not tell me don't do what. She got me new pair of shoe and took me to a wedding that she wants to attend on that day. That she didn't take any of my siblings, she just took me alone with her. So that singular act that she gave to me made me feel happy once again, even without her saying sorry to me. It made me feel happy, and it made me feel loved, and I never tried what I did again. So I'll be sharing the stories of most of my friends. Chinaza said, I am the oldest among my siblings, and it seems any mistake made by any of them, I'm being punished for it. So a day came when I didn't wash the dishes. My mom had to break a bottle of drug on my head. And at the end, she said, Love you, mom. Which means that now she's grown up, she actually knew that her mom was correcting her. Yeah. So the second person, and the second, my friend Presh, she said, I am the last child of the family, and I was surrounded by sisters and brothers that did the whole work in the house while I only did the dishes. My elder sister and cousins around did the cooking job, even my elder brother. But suddenly, my sisters were getting married, my brother wasn't at home, my cousins traveled, and I was the only child in the house. And that was when my mom started noticing my presence. She noticed I don't know how to cook, and she started disciplining me. And I felt she was harsh, but now I can cook and I understand her reasons. That's very, very nice. So the next person, Rose, said, my parents wasn't strict, but they made sure they always teach us good morals. I came back from school and went to play in my friend's house with my school uniform. I got the worst beating of my life. So now she's all grown up. Now we're all grown up. Now that we're grown ups, we think about those things as being childish, and our parents were actually right for disciplining us. So that parents, dear parents, don't be scared to discipline your child, or don't get all protective while disciplining your child, because in future they will actually realize that you are doing what's best for them. So that's why I'll be wrapping this video up for today. Guys, if you've not subscribed to this channel, make sure to subscribe. If you look below the video, you're going to see a subscribe button. Click on it, and also click on the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. So guys, bye, and see you guys on my next video.